And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. MLB The Show brings you Diamond Dynasty Baseball. It's New York going up against the Chicago White Sox. First pitch coming at you right after the break. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Derek Jeter.
The shortstop, Derek Jeter.
The pitch. Swings through that one.
0-1's the count.
And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
The hitter early and off balance on that swing. If I'm the pitcher, I'm taking a little bit more off. See if you can get him to chase something in the dirt.
And the right-hander deals. This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. Vaughn makes the catch, and there's one gone. Standing in is the power-hitting second baseman, Craig Biggio. Swing and a ball popped up. Brings it in with a nice running grab. And there's two away. Here's some real power at the plate. Ken Griffey Jr. He swings and fouls one off. That one ripped right center field. Robert ranging back. And that baby's gone. And they grab the lead. It's 1-0.
They thought he could blow a high fastball by him, but he was ready for it. Look at how quickly he jumped on that pitch.
Two outs, base is empty. Next to hit, Lou Brock. That one misses, and that's ball one. Two down, nobody on. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
1-1.
That one ripped. And it hits the fence. The throw in.
Batting fifth, the designated
Adalberto Mondesi up to the plate.
Mondesi.
Hit high in the air. There it goes. See ya. He'll circle the bases. It's their second home run of the inning, and they add on. It's 3-0.
With a low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there. Patient, waited for it. It was like BP all over again.
Base is empty with two away. Now a chance for JT Realmuto. Out towards right center field. Drops into the glove, and that'll do it. And now the center fielder, Luis Robert. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. The wind and the pitch.
Yeah, we go beyond just the fielding percentage and what it looks like, but the ability to have a range and close holes that are normally there against an average defender. But this guy is special, and you can see it in his first step quickness.
And that one is lifted in the air. Stanton on the move, and there's one down. Now the number 2 hitter, Corey Julks.
Corey Julks.
Julks, 28 years old, and he was drafted in the 8th round back in 2017. Page He has a reputation, I don't know, maybe a knack for
1-1.
working himself out of tough situations that he finds himself in. You know, you like that in a relief pitcher, but when you have it for a starting pitcher, a guy that can get out of a tight spot, that is pretty valuable. The 1-2. And there are 2 down. Andrew Vaughn now.
Aye. 0-1.
Two outs, base is empty. Up the middle. Oh, great stop. Throws from the seat of his pants, and they get the out. All set for the start of the inning. Now, here is Chipper Jones.
Chipper Jones.
And a pitch. And a swing and a miss there.
Filling up the strike zone hasn't been the problem so far. It's the quality of the strikes. That's been the real issue. And you look at the first inning, that's what we saw. Too many pitches out over the plate.
Kicks and fires.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
A defensive swing right there. Some cheese on the inside part of the plate. Bet the hands are still stinging after that one.
Look out. Almost got him upstairs.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Foul tip into the mitt, struck him out.
Batting it.
Buck O'Neil digging in now.
Number 22. Buck O'Neil.
That one finds the zone. Strike 1. 1 out, base is empty. Liner, base hit.
Pitch was in and off the plate. So hard to do anything with a pitch in that location, but somehow he got the barrel to it and hit it well. Pretty amazing. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Checks over to first, back safely.
Base runner with a one-way lead right there. All he's trying to do is get a look at the pitcher's move. Had no intent of stealing on that pitch.
Runner on the move, pitch in for a strike. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone.
2 strikes.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Here's Derek Jeter down with a runner in scoring position. He's 0 for 1.
Jeter.
Swung on, belted. Back there. And that baby's gone. He flexes his power with that swing, and they add a pair. It's 5-zip.
He came out of his shoes on that one, but managed to keep his mechanics intact long enough to get to the ball and through it, and it went a long way.
So 2 down. Craig Biggio now at the plate. And a swing and a miss.
0-1's the count.
On the ground to third. This looks like extra bases. Around first, heading for 2.
Everything came together for him. There was nothing cheap about the way
righty reliever out of the pen. Prelander Baroa.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
And the batter now, Ken Griffey Jr. He's already homered here in this one. Here's the pitch. Runner breaks for third. That's in for a strike. And that's a stolen base. Not even close. Two outs. Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone.
No ball,
More and more
strikes.
guys are looking to slug regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
Wouldn't chase that time.
He's got one already tonight. I wouldn't be surprised if he pops another one here.
Here's a 1-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. Right-hander kicks, deals. This one high in the air to left center. And Benintendi able to make the grab. And that'll do it. Back here on the south side, we head to the bottom of the second. Here is Moncada. And the pitch. And a strike right through there. That one at triple digits. Next offering in there for a strike. 0-2.
0-2.
Satchel comes to the plate. Foul ball still 0-2. And here it comes. Pitch misses, and that's ball one. Got him looking for the strikeout. Couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball at the knees.
The left fielder.
Now it's Andrew Benintendi to hit.
Benintendi.
Foul back our way, and that's out of play. Benintendi, the former first-round pick, Golden Spikes Award winner. Fastball in for a strike, and it's 0-2.
Looks like a really good fastball today. You can hear that catcher's mitt popping. Looking forward to hearing a lot of that one in this one.
Swing and a high fly ball to left. Puts it away for the out. Max Stassi comes up to hit.
The catcher, Max Stassi.
First pitch, and that's in for a strike. Breaking ball through there for a strike. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. On to the third inning, and now Lou Brock. And we're looking at one of the greatest base stealers of all time standing at the plate, the incomparable Lou Brock. First pitch misses. Until Ricky Henderson came along, Brock was the king of the stolen base. His record stood for a long time.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Hit high in the air. There it goes. See ya. And they add to their lead. It's 6-0.
Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
Adalberto Mondesi, the next to hit. And a big swing and a miss.
0-1.
Comes up empty.
Boom, that's
No ball,
cheddar,
2
baby.
strikes.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. The pitch. And there's a rocket into the outfield.
Now batting.
And now it is JT Realmuto. Flied to right, his first time. Mondesi on the move.
Ball
Pitch
one,
is
no
high. Low throw and can't dig it out. Safe at second, and that was not close. Here's the pitch. Runner goes again. There's a ball. Throw to third. Save. Mondesi at third with nobody out. The pitch. That's outside.
That ball went out.
And that's ball 3.
He's getting a little frustrated out there on the mound, getting hit around a little bit. Let's see if he can settle himself down.
Swing and a miss. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Swing and a miss. Some high G's for strike 3.
The batter.
So digging in, Chipper Jones. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Right field down the line, and that one slices foul. 1 run across in the frame so far. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. That's ripped. Base hit. Runner in from third to extend their lead. It's 7-0.
Picks himself up an RBI. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
And now Buck O'Neil rips one to right, and there's 2 down.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those bloop hits to get a knock sometimes.
Stanton, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike 1.
Well, pretty clear to me. He was trying to go deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
Swing and a miss.
0-2 is the count.
They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. 2 outs. Got him swinging. Here on the south side, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Nicky Lopez up to the plate.
Clearly down in this ball game, and you can't look at the deficit and try to get it all back in one swing. It's got to come one at bat at a time, and even shrink it down smaller, pitch to pitch. Make that guy on the mound work to get you out.
Left-hand hitter waits. The shortstop takes the ball.
Clearly didn't come out of his hand the right way. Left that curveball way up.
That clips a corner. Satchel into his motion. The long windup. Turns on the rubber. Kicks and fires. On the ground, right side. Oh, great stop. To first. Nicely done for the out. And here's Sosa to the plate.
Hitter. Leonard Sosa.
And a strike. That clips the zone. That's strike 2.
That's excellent location on the fastball right there early in this game. If he can do that all game, it should be a good outing for him.
Off the mark there. Now 1-2. And that skips in the dirt.
Great job of laying off those pitches down in the zone to even the count up at 2-2. Such a better feeling for the hitter.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout. And now the right fielder, Dominic Fletcher. That one at triple digits. And that's off
That's in
the
time.
inside edge. Ball one. Late on that fastball.
Man, he was
One
really
ball,
tardy on
two
that
strikes.
fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next.
And he got him. Strike three, and that'll retire the side. And we're back.
Leading
And
off
now the
for the
shortstop,
bat.
Derek Jeter.
The shortstop, Derek Jeter.
Baroa back to work. Out to short, Lopez. Zips it
He's
across. Leadoff hitter retired in the fourth.
The batter.
Now it's the second baseman, Craig Biggio. 1 for 2.
Biggio.
Hard ground ball, base knock. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Digging in, Ken Griffey Jr. Runner on the go.
0-1.
Safe in second, and he easily steals the bag. Here comes a pitch. Bounced up the middle. Jolks. Now the throw to first on the run. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
The batter. The left fielder.
Runners on the corners with one gone. Here's the left fielder, Lou Brock. He's already homered in this game. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
0-1's the count.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, in this situation with a runner on first, less than 2 outs, some say, hey, get the ground ball, double play.
Swing and a broken bat flare.
He's
Looks
out.
to second. That's one.
He's
On
out.
to first, but it pulls him off the bag. So up next,
Now batting,
Adalberto
the
Mondesi.
designated hitter, Adalberto Mondesi.
Hit high in the air. There it goes. See ya. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they add a couple more. It's 10-0.
That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to bottle that type of approach.
Now on the bump, Mike Soroka.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleeding and keep the score right where it is.
Soroka.
Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Two outs, nobody on. JT Realmuto steps in. Now fly ball to right center. Robert on the move. Makes the grab, and that's the inning. Back at guaranteed rate field, Luis Robert now.
The center fielder.
Well, every pitcher wants run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse, go after hitters and get quick outs.
The wide to kick the pitch. Swing and a pop-up. Foul out of play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. And down on strikes he goes. Looks like he's picked up right where he left off. Corey Jolks steps to the plate for the White Sox. Struck out swinging his first time. That misses the zone. 1-0. The White Sox hitless so far in the game. In the air, left side, under it, and there's 2 away. 2 outs, base is empty. Andrew Vaughn steps to the plate for the White Sox. He's 0 for 1. Vaughn measures 6 feet even, 26 years old, A former first-round pick back in 2019. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Goes down looking. Ready now for the 5th inning, and here is Chipper Jones. The pitch. There's a swing and a miss.
You know, this group of hitters digging into their numbers have to be happy with the swings they're taking. It's been a real team effort. Already 7 extra base hit.
Oh, this one high and deep, way back there. And that one becomes property of the beast. And they tack on to their lead. It's 11-0. Buck O'Neil getting ready to hit. And first offering is fouled off. And a foul ball. And the 0-2. Stays alive. Bounce to the left side. On the run, sends it over to first. One away here in the 5th. And now it's Giancarlo Stanton.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
And that's
Inside,
off
ball one.
the inside edge. Ball 1. Swings through that. Base is empty,
ball,
1 away,
strike.
and we're at the top of the 5th. And another
inside.
ball. Next offering in there for a strike. And now 2-2.
Well, they just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Fletcher towards the line, pulls it in on the run. 2 down. So the batting order turns over. Stepping in, the slugging shortstop, Derek Jeter. And first offering is fouled off. Two down, nobody on. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. And he deals. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Two outs. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. The 0-2. Got him swinging. Slider got him for strike 3. Bottom of the inning. And now Yoan Moncada.
The third baseman, Yoan Moncada.
Page back to work. And that's in for a strike.
You know, these White Sox, they're not going to be happy with the at-bats they've been having so far. We're in the back half of the game, and they're still searching for a base runner. He's been great out there on the mound, no doubt, but it's also been a disappointing performance at the plate to this point.
Andrew Benintendi up to the plate.
Benintendi.
And that one fouled off. One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss, and 1-0-2 on the radar gun. Pitch is in the dirt. Now 1-2. Satchel kicks and delivers. Swing and a miss, and he's down on strikes. 2 away.
Now
it's the White Sox catcher, Max Stassi. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. Strike 1. 2 down, nobody
0-1's
on.
the
Last
count.
half of inning number 5. And that one pulled foul.
Now this offense has just been locked down. Almost 5 full innings of shutout baseball.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Oh, he's got to be pretty proud of this outing so far. Sometimes guys cower coming into a ballpark like this, but he's attacked hitters. Pitching on the road like this is very impressive. This has been a treat to watch.
Pumping serious gas at 102 on that one. Back here on the south side. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. Here's the second baseman, Craig Biggio. Popped up. Jolts. Drifts towards it. And there's one down.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
Gets to it with a slide. Gathers and throws. And that's a great play for the out.
The left fielder,
2 outs, base is empty. Now at the plate, Lou Brock. This one in the air, center field. Robert brings it in for the 3rd out. Bottom of the 6th inning. And now here is Nicky Lopez.
Nicky.
As he turns on the rubber and with that good live arm delivers. That's in there. Strike 1. On the inside corner for a strike. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. So now it's the White Sox DH, Lennon Sosa. Struck out looking at his first at bat. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes.
He's been going after these guys consistently, and as a result, he's been able to keep his pitch count low. Throwing the ball very well right now.
Fastball for a strike. The White Sox yet to pick up a hit here. Got it by him for the K.
The right fielder,
Dominic Fletcher steps to the plate for the White Sox. Struck out swinging his first time. That one at the knees for a strike.
0-1.
The White Sox with a lot of ground to make up here in the bottom of the 6th. That one in the dirt. And 1-1. Just missed. That misses. And that's ball 3. There's a strike.
Back-to-back fastballs in. That last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. In danger of losing the perfect game here. Swing and a miss, and he got him. And the White Sox go quietly. Top of inning number 7, leading off at Alberto Mondesi. And the right-hander back to work. In there at the knees.
0-1's the count.
I say it went.
No balls, 2 strikes.
0-2 now. Gets a piece and stays alive. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Now batting.
And up to the plate is JT Realmuto. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a strikeout. Runner takes off. And that's a stolen base. Not even close. Runner in scoring position. Nobody out. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Hit high in the air. There it goes. See ya. A gigantic blast. And they add to the lead. It's 13-0. New pitcher for the White Sox, number 49.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Here's the third baseman, Chipper Jones. Foul ball there. Right-handed reliever. That one almost got him. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. At the belt and fires. Ripped on the ground to second. In time to Vaughn. That's the first out, the top of the 7th. Now Buck O'Neil. 1 for 3.
O'Neil.
In the air, right field. Fletcher tracks it down for the out.
A little drop and drive on that swing. Backside collapsing just a little bit, trying to put the ball in the air.
Stanton now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. Hit high in the air. There it goes. See ya. And they add a run. It's 14-0.
That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
Now it's the shortstop, Derek Jeter. And that's outside. And that's ball 1. And a pitch. Outside low. Now 2-0.
2-0.
Lifted in the air out to left. And Benintendi able to make the grab. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Jurickson Profar.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Back to the top of the White Sox lineup. Stepping in, the White Sox leadoff man, Luis Robert. Pitch. Just missed. Profar, 31 years old, and he's a native of Curacao. Fastball for a strike. And the count even at 1. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swings and misses. Struck him out.
The batter. The second
Corey
baseman.
Julks steps to the plate for the White Sox. Swings through that one. The White Sox with a lot of ground to make up. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Just missed. And the pitch. Swing and a slow roller. On to O'Neill. 2 up, 2 down.
Now
So 2 down now. And here is Andrew Vaughn. Still no hits on the board. 1 out away from taking the no-no into the 8th. Next offering is in for a strike. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. We're at the top of the 8th, and now Craig Biggio.
The second base.
He provides a surprising amount of pop from the second base position.
Listen, that's not something to take lightly. Getting that kind of production from the guys up the middle, it's not a strength of most lineups.
And a pitch. And what does that do for a team when you get power from unexpected spots like that?
When you're in the dugout and you see a guy come up big like that you don't necessarily expect it just energizes that entire team.
The pitch. Late on that fastball.
0-2 is the count.
That
One
missed by a
ball,
lot.
2
And the
strikes.
count 1-2. Puts it in the air out towards left center. Makes the grab on the run. And there's 1 down. So digging in, Ken Griffey Jr.
The center fielder, number
With this kind of
24.
lead, he can swing
Griffey
freely.
Jr.
Try to hit the ball out of the park. Do what he loves to do.
A big swing and a miss.
He got away
0-1's
with
the count.
one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
And a swing and a miss there.
Wow, good luck catching
0-2.
up to that one.
Not
ball,
even close
2
there.
strikes.
And the count 1-2. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top of the 8th. And
Ball
now the
that time.
count is even.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up.
Dives, but it kicks off his glove. Gets it there in time, though, and they do get the second out of the inning.
Now batting.
2 outs, base is empty. Lou Brock digs in now. Maybe expecting a bunt here. Third baseman playing in on the edge of the grass. He swings and hits a fly ball. Center field. Robert moves under it. And makes the play, and that's out number 3. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Eric Gagne. The offense will need to be ready for the breaking stuff. He's got a great curveball. Here is Yohan
Leading up for
Moncada.
the White Sox.
And this lineup is
The
still
third baseman.
hitless as we begin the 8th.
Moncada.
And here it comes.
That's a
And
ball.
takes low for ball 1.
Counts 1-0.
Now
Ball
1
2.
missed.
2-0.
Fastball for a strike. On its way to the corner. And that's a foul ball. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Had him out front for
The left
strike
fielder,
3.
number 23.
Andrew Benintendi steps up.
This is where the no-hit
Benintendi.
bid really starts feeling real, but still a long ways to go.
In for a strike. And it's 0-1. And that one wrapped foul.
Well, that ball was hit pretty hard and sure had home run distance, but if you're the pitcher out there on the mound, you
0-1.
execute it. Just a long strike. You go after him and finish him off.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. And now the catcher
The
comes
catcher,
up to
number
him.
13.
Max Stassi.
Max
Who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts.
Dynasty.
Got it started a little too early. Strike
0-1.
one. Big swing and a miss.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. We go to the ninth, and now the DH at Alberto Mondesi.
Adalberto Mondesi.
The pitch. Ground ball to the right side. He takes it on his own. Now one gone in the ninth.
Now batting.
Here's the catcher, JT Realmuto.
Realmuto.
Hit hard on the ground to short. Lopez tosses to first, and Realmuto is out. 2 outs, base is empty. And now it's switch hitting third baseman Chipper Jones. That one fouled off. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a miss.
This guy's not wasting any
No ball,
pitches.
2
Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
3.
And down on strikes. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1. Here on the south side, bottom of the ninth. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Nicky Lopez. That one in triple digits.
0-1
3
the count.
outs from a no-hitter.
Can only imagine the nerves that some of the defensive players have right now. You got to have the mindset, I want the ball hit to me, but in front of that, you hope that he strikes the hitter out.
So now the DH spot, Lennon Sosa. One of their last chances to break up the no-no. They
1-0.
tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the
ball,
dirt.
1 strike.
One down, base is empty.
Yeah.
Swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Got him swinging. So up next,
The right
Dominic
fielder,
Fletcher.
number 7.
And the no-hit bid comes down to this.
Fletcher.
One more out to get. Check swing, went around. That's strike 1.
0-1.
And the no-hitter just 1 out away. Strike 2. The White Sox
0-2.
down to their final strike. Strike 3 called. It's a no-hitter.
Well, no-hitters are awesome, but there's something really fun and cool about a combined no-hitter. What a great day to be at the ballpark. This team got the W. That's what's most important.
Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 40 minutes.
Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. Diamond Dynasty Baseball coming your way on the show. It's New York taking on the San Francisco Giants. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. All right, ready to go here. And now the shortstop, Derek Jeter.
The shortstop, Derek Jeter.
The wind and the pitch. Hit high in the air. There it goes. See ya. He wastes no time on this one. It's 1-0.
Well, so much for settling into this game, Boog. No courtesy first pitch take right there. He was ready from the second he stepped into the box, got a pitch to hit, jumped all over it. I tell you what, that'll fire up the guys in your dugout.
And now it's going to be Craig Biggio. That one the other way. Gets down, base hit.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the
runner on the go. Strike in there. Throw to second and great jump. Man, is he fast.
It's so fun to watch.
Next pitch misses, and it's 1-1.
Part of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Up the middle, finds its way through, base hit. Run comes in from second, and they take a 2-run lead.
Back-to-back singles. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
And the batter now, Lou Brock. There goes Junior. Throw, save. That's a stolen base.
High leg kick hangs in the air, but he read it nicely, and now in scoring position to add on to this lead.
Left-hand batter waits. Fly ball down the line. Conforto on the run towards the line. He's got it. One down. Adalberto Mondesi up to the plate, and he's currently the team leader in batting average, Chris.
Mondesi.
First pitch doesn't find the zone.
He really committed to that fastball up at the top of the zone. He knows that if he makes a mistake in the zone, it gets hit hard by a power guy like this. That's a nice miss right there.
They got it for out number 2.
Well, that had RBI knock written all over it. Put a great swing on it, but a nice job on the infield to react and bring it down.
Ripped, but it curls foul. Junior on at second with 2 down. In the air out to center. Ramos has this one sized up. He's got it, and that's the 3rd out. And digging in for San Francisco, Jung-Hoo Lee.
The right fielder.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Here's some fun facts about Jung-Hoo Lee. You look at the fact that he wears number 51. Not a shocker, but his favorite player growing up, Ichiro Suzuki. Goes on it and misses. That's a strikeout. He swung over top of the curveball. Now Matt Chapman at the plate. First offering, and it just misses. Swings through that one for strike 1.
1-1.
1 out, base is empty. Good eye in that spot. Swing and a miss. It's 2-2.
2-2 the count.
The wind of the pitch. Swing and a miss. Had him out front for the strikeout.
Batting third.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's the center fielder, Elliot Ramos. Swinging a foul over the screen and back out of play. Strike 2.
Looks really sharp at the start of this one. This is how it's going to be today. It's going to be a tough one for this lineup.
Got him. Strikes out the side to begin the game. What a start. Back here at Oracle Park, stepping in the long ball threat, Chipper Jones. Harrison back to work. There's a swing and a miss.
He's a master at hitting fastballs. You need to be careful with location if you're going to throw them.
Swings and misses. And the count is 0-2.
He can live up in the zone all game if hitters will chase it. That's just too much velocity. Hitters got to look down in the zone.
Hit in the air, right field. Lee makes the grab, 1 away. Next is the speedy first baseman, Buck O'Neil. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
No ball.
You tie a guy up like that, you're feeling like you are in command.
That's the third. Chapman. And there are 2 outs. 2 outs, base is empty. Giancarlo Stanton will hit next.
The right fielder, Giancarlo Stanton.
He was late there. Strike 1.
The strong second inning is a confidence builder for him, a relief for his manager. Doesn't have to get into that bullpen quite as early.
Line to left, and that's just foul.
Well, pretty clear to me. He was trying to go deep right there, but you've got to get a pitch that you can handle.
Out to short. Whips it across, and they take care of Stanton for the out. That's the 3rd out. Back here in San Francisco at the plate, Tyler Fitzgerald.
Tyler.
The line of the pitch. And a strike right through there. That one at triple digits. Next offering in there for a strike. And it's 0-2. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. Looks like he's picked up right where he left off. Michael Conforto will climb in for a strike. 0-1. And a strike in there.
Looks like a really good fastball today. You can hear that catcher's mitt popping. Looking forward to hearing a lot of that one in this one.
The Giants down by a pair. Bottom half of inning number 2. Struck him out looking.
Batting 6.
And now the first baseman. And he hits a ground ball right side. Biggio sends it to first. Giants go in order. And welcome back to the ballpark. Stepping in, the slugging shortstop, Derek Jeter. The lefty fires. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
0-1.
And there's a
1
ball.
1 strike.
Kicks and fires. Fought off foul. Kicks and deals. That hit him. And the leadoff man is aboard to start the inning.
Well, definitely a breakdown in his mechanics on that one. He just lost the handle and ended up way off target.
Now snap throw to first. And he's back standing.
If it were an average catcher behind the plate, I'd say take second base, but this isn't a catcher you want to run on. His quick release is unreal.
Here's the pitch. Runner goes. That's in for a strike. Safe at second, and that was not close. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. And that's off the inside edge. It's a ball and 2 strikes. That's out to center field. Settles under this one. Puts it away for the out. And there's one away. Here's a big power threat. Ken Griffey Jr. Singled and drove in a run his first time through. Runner takes off. Pitch in for a strike. Throw to third. Save. Jeter takes his lead at third with 1 away. This to center field. Ramos drifts towards it. Makes the grab. Throw behind the runner. They've got him doubled off. And we're back. Set for the bottom of the 3rd. And now the switch hitting catcher, Patrick Bailey. The right-hander back to work. 101 on the gun. Swing and a miss. Pulls that one foul. And 1-2. Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him.
Batting it.
Here's Lamont Wade Jr.
Lamont Wade Jr.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1. The Giants trailing by 2 here in the last half of the 3rd. Fouls it off, still 1-2. On the ground, and foul ball. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. Picks up strikeout number 7.
The second baseman.
2 outs, base is empty. Next to hit, Casey Schmidt. And a good eye there.
Ball 1, no strike.
Two outs. And strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And a swing and a miss. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Start of the 4th. Now the left fielder, Lou Brock.
The left fielder.
This is a guy you got to keep an eye on when he digs in. Definitely been known to drop a drag bunt from time to time, and he's pretty good at it, Chris.
Yeah, and he creates a sense of urgency for the defense because of the speed, because of the ability to put down that bunt.
Line to second, snagged on the bounce. Over to first, 1 up, 1 down. So digging in at Alberto Mondesi. 0 for 1 so far. That one out to right. And that's a fair ball.
Now batting. The catcher.
Man at first with 1 gone. JT Realmuto. To second, and it's out. And that one lifted in the air center field. Under this one. Makes the catch, inning over. Bottom 4. Now it's the Giants leadoff hitter, Jung-Hoo Lee.
The right fielder, Jung-Hoo Lee.
The pitch. Lee goes 6'1", 190 pounds, and he's usually in center, but today starting in right. That one at triple digits.
Well, less responsibility for him today, making the move from being the captain of the outfield to moving to right field. So he can let his center fielder take those balls in the gap and kind of like a little day off.
Righty delivers. Struck him out swinging. He swung over top of the curveball. Now it's Matt Chapman. And he swings and misses at the initial offer. And that's downstairs and outside. Right-hander kicks, deals. Swing and a miss. That one at 101. Pokes and misses. It's a strikeout.
The batter.
Here's Elliot Ramos. Went down on strikes his first time through. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike. 2 outs, base is empty. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. New inning getting started. Now the third baseman, Chipper Jones.
Chipper Jones.
And a pitch. And there's a foul ball.
Well, you got to give him credit out there on the mound. This outing started off a little shaky, but he's found a way to settle in and turn this into a pretty good start.
Hit high in the air. There it goes. See ya. A massive home run. It's 3-0.
Does an excellent job of getting his arms extended to get the fat part of the bat to the baseball. Wrists do not roll over. They stay through the zone and on plane. Excellent swing.
So up next, Buck O'Neil. That's off the mark, and that's ball 1.
Oh, you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run. Go back to work. Focus on this next batter.
Nobody on, nobody out, and we're at the top of the 5th. Harrison, maybe a little less aggressive on the mound right now after that home run, Chris.
Yeah, it seems that way. You know, pitchers, they can come out, feel good, but then all of a sudden get touched up a little bit, and they start trying to throw instead of pitch. They're not trusting their stuff.
Giancarlo Stanton at the plate. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. Foul ball. Just missed. That one ripped, but foul. And he deals. Good eye right there.
Well, he's not afraid to fall into a two-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well, so much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not.
Ground ball up the middle. The throw to first. And they take care of Stanton for the out. So the lineup flips over, and the batter will be the shortstop, Derek Jeter. Hit high in the air. There it goes. See ya. That was blasted to the moon. He's done it again. His second homer of the game. And they tack one on the board. It's 4-0.
When you're working with this kind of velocity, so critical that you move the ball around, work quickly, and make sure that you keep that hitter off balance. Clearly not fooled by the location or the velocity. He was all over that fastball.
Up the middle, a dive, he's got it. Throw to first, got him. A beautiful play to end the inning. We head to the bottom of the fifth. Now the Giants' four-hitter, Tyler Fitzgerald.
Tyler.
Here comes a pitch. And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
Well, these Giants just aren't putting together very many good at-bats in this one. We're in the back half of the game, and they're still searching for a base runner. He's been great out there on the mound, no doubt, but it's also been a disappointing performance at the plate to this point.
Swings and misses. 7 in a row by way of the K. The batter will be Michael Conforto. Struck out looking his first time. And there's the strike.
0-1.
Swings through that one.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Swings through it for the K. He's now struck out 8 in a row.
Now
2 outs, base is empty. And here's the first baseman. He's 0 for 1. That one finds the zone. Going
0-1's the count.
The Giants still looking for their first hit in this one. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. It's an immaculate inning. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Jordan Hicks. So digging in, Ken Griffey Jr. 1 for 2. He had an RBI base hit back in the first. And a pitch. And first offering is fouled off. Inside, just missed. Oh, that got away from him. And he's going to reach on a hit by pitch to lead off the inning.
Anytime one of your hitters gets drilled, it catches everyone's attention in the dugout, and you know what? It kind of gets you fired up.
First offering, runner goes. Pitch is low. Throw, safe. Junior at second with nobody out. And it's fouled away. Ball to strike. This one lifted in the air, left field. Sizes this one up. Corrals it. And there's one away. Now it's the power speed combo at Alberto Mondesi. 1 for 2.
Mondesi.
Swing and a line drive, base hit out of the center field. Coming home, he'll score easily, and the lead is up to 5.
That's back-to-back singles for him. Absolutely punished that pitch. Wasn't fooled in the slightest. 109 off the bat. I think that means you put a pretty good swing on it.
And up to the plate is JT Realmuto. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. Late with the swing there.
Definitely not a pitch location you're expecting up there as a hitter when you know the guy's got a good sinker ball. If he can get in that location, boy, you've got to look top to bottom, and that's going to make it very difficult to hit.
That misses. 2-2. One out and a runner at second. spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Just missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
To third. That one sizzling on its way through to the outfield. Now a long throw home. Safe at the plate. It's 6-0.
Just one of those at-bats you almost hate to see come to an end. Just found a way to slap that ball down the third baseline. That's really excellent bat control, and it kind of goes back to all those drills you see hitters do off the tee where it's placed in different spots. That was just nice.
Inside.
Jones in the box here lets that one go for a ball. And the right-hander deals. And a foul ball. Man at first, one away. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Right-handed reliever. And the 1-2 misses to even the count.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
The pitch. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. They fired in quickly. So it's first and second with only one away.
That's 3 singles in a row. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from. And there's just no one there to knock it down.
Check on the runner. Real Muto back in there. Stepping in, Buck O'Neil. Popped up. And the infield fly rule call. Here's Stanton now.
Now batting, right fielder, Giancarlo Stanton.
He swings and fouls one off. Traffic on the bases with 2 already in to score, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Bounced up the middle. Fitzgerald. They get the force. They limit the damage here. Back here in San Francisco. Well, we go bottom 6. And here's the catcher, Patrick Bailey.
Clearly down in this ball game, and you can't look at the deficit and try to get it all back in one swing. It's got to come one at bat at a time, and even shrink it down smaller, pitch to pitch. Make that guy on the mound work to get you out.
That one finds the zone, and that is strike 2. Struck him out. 10 straight strikeouts. So here's Wade now. That's in there. That's strike 1.
The offense needs to start showing some fight against this starter. He's doing his thing out there. They're going to have to push back at some point and make him work a little bit harder.
Here's the 0-2. And there it is. It's 11 consecutive strikeouts. History on display. What a moment. 2 outs, base is empty. And up next for the Giants, Casey Schmidt. Right through there for a strike. The Giants with a lot of ground to make up here in the bottom of the 6th. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
0-2 is the count.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. 2 down, nobody on. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. He can't be touched. 12 straight strikeouts. All set for the start of the inning. Now it's the shortstop, Derek Jeter.
For New York, the shortstop, Derek Jeter.
And the right-hander back to work. On the ground, Schmidt. To first, one up, one down. Now the number 2 hitter, Craig Biggio.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground.
Nope.
Nice ground
Ball
out.
Pitch misses, and that is ball 1. Popped up. Hauls it in for the out. And a couple of quick outs. Ken Griffey Jr. now at the plate.
Ken Griffey Jr.
He swings and misses at the first pitch.
0-1.
In the air, left field. Conforto has a beat on it. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. Bottom of the 7th, and digging in for San Francisco, Jung-Hoo Lee.
Jung-Hoo Lee.
You know, he's been so great today. Really just throwing whatever the catcher puts down. I mean, hasn't shaken off the catcher very much at all today.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Inside corner for a strike. 0-2 now. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. And here is Matt Chapman, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts.
Matt Chapman.
Inside, just missed. And a strike right through there. That one at triple digits.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And a big swing and a miss.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it. It's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And there's 2 away.
Now back.
2 outs, base is empty. Elliot Ramos, the next Giant to hit. Right down the chute. It's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
The Giants hitless so far in the game. Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's going to be Lou Brock.
Lou Brock.
Hicks back to work. Lifted in the air, right center field. Ramos makes his way towards it. Got it. Nice grab. And a quick out, number 1.
Now back.
And now Adalberto Mondesi.
Adalberto Mondesi.
There's a swing and a drive. Back there. And that one becomes property of the beast. He'll touch them all. And they add to their lead. It's 7-0.
It's not easy to hit a breaking ball on the outside part of the plate for a home run, but I think it caught just too much of that outside part of the plate. Maybe a little bit of a mistake, but he didn't miss it at the plate.
Number 73 taking over on the mound. He's into the game with the bases empty.
Randy Rodriguez.
So 1 out, nobody on. JT Realmuto, the next to hit. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
0-1.
Why the kick the pitch? And a foul ball. One out, base is empty, and a run in, and we're in the top of the 8th. Swings and misses, and there's 2 down. Chipper Jones
Now
getting ready to hit. He's already homered here in this one.
Jones.
In the air, left field. Conforto moving under it. He's got it, and that is out number 3. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Jurickson Profar.
He's got a wicked breaking ball in his arsenal, and it's definitely one of his go-to pitches when he needs an out.
Now here is Tyler Fitzgerald. And this lineup is still hitless as we begin the 8th. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. That one finds the zone, and the count is 0-2. Swings and misses, struck him out. And here is Michael Conforto.
This is where the no-hit bid really starts feeling real, but still a long ways to go.
And that's in there at the knees. Next offering is in for a strike. Liner to second, it picked on the hop. The throw, 2 up, 2 down. So just 4 more outs to get through, and the tension is building in the ballpark right now.
Yeah, and we can feel it in the booth. He's got these hitters locked up.
Number 59 in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. The Giants with a lot of ground to make up here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. That one at triple digits. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. All set to start the 9th in this one. And now Buck O'Neil.
Buck O'Neil.
And a pitch. And he swings through that one.
0-1.
Righty to the plate. Pitch misses there, and the count is 1-2. Fly ball to right. Lee settles under it, and there's 1 down. Now here's Giancarlo Stanton. 0 for 3 with 3 groundouts. Into center. Ramos should have this one. 2 down. Back to the top of the lineup. Derek Jeter digs in now.
Derek Jeter.
A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
The 0-1 is outside, and it's a ball and a strike. The shortstop takes the ball. Out to short, Fitzgerald. And the inning is over. Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the 9th. Eric Gagne.
And he's got a big-time breaking ball to contend with. Hitters going to have to pick it up early if they're going to have any chance.
Bailey at the plate now. That's ball 1.
No
3 outs from a no-hit. 1-0-1 on the gun. Swing and a miss.
Can only imagine the nerves that some of the defensive players have right now. You've got to have the mindset, I want the ball hit to me, but In front of that,
Up next,
you hope that he
John.
strikes the hitter out.
The designated
He's
hitter.
2 outs away. Next will be the Giants DH, Lamont Wade Jr. Gets him to chase after that one.
0-1.
Bases empty, 1 away. Here in the last half of inning number 9.
No balls, 2 strikes.
That misses the zone. Now 1-2. Got it by him for the K. So it's their last chance in this one. Casey Schmidt, the next Giant to hit. And a no-hit bid comes down to this. One more out to get. He's 1 out away from a no-hitter. Swing and a miss. That is strike 2. 1 strike away. Got him. And that'll do it.
Well, no-hitters are awesome, but there's something really fun and cool about a combined no-hitter. What a great day to be at the ballpark. This team got the W. That's what's most important.
Welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. The show brings you Diamond Dynasty Baseball. It's the Washington Nationals going up against the Bats. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Okay, all set to go. Up now for Washington, number 30.
The center fielder, Jacob Young.
The pitch. There's a strike up high. And we're underway here this afternoon.
First pitch, 1 o'clock.
Next offering in there for a strike. No balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Had him way out front of the slur.
The right fielder.
And now up for Washington, Alex Call. Swing and a miss as he was late. Call batting second in today's lineup, and he was a 3rd-round pick back in 2016. One down, base is empty. Flips the corner. That's strike 2. Pumping serious gas at 102 on that one.
Third.
And now it's Luis Garcia.
Luis Garcia.
Foul ball there. 2 outs. Just off the inside edge. On the ground, right side. Tosses to first. Nats go down 1-2-3. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Derek Jeter. And here it comes. Down the line. And no one can get to it. It's a foul ball.
I want to start that load a little bit sooner because of the good velo.
And the pitch. Cut on and missed 96 with that fastball.
Good zip on that fastball at the bottom of the zone. If he's there all day, it's going to be a tough one for the hitters.
Struck him out looking. Called strike 3 on a fastball up in the zone. Standing in is the power hitting second baseman, Craig Biggio. Up the middle, Garcia. He's in there.
Oh, you could tell he was sniffing that hit all the way. Great hustle getting down the line. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Now here is Ken Griffey Jr. Throwing a second great jump, and that is a stolen base. It wasn't even close. And the 1-0. And that one fouled off. Left-hand hitter waits. Hit high in the air. There it goes. See ya. That'll fire up the dugout. It's 2-0.
Power versus power right there. Like 2 locomotives colliding. Who's going to win? Well, a really good job there by the hitter. Getting the top hand working. Powers that fastball out of here.
1 down. Lou Brock will hit next. That's towards center. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's 2 down.
Batting fifth.
2 outs, base is empty. Adalberto Mondesi up to the plate. Here's something to watch, Siggy. He's got the best OPS on the team. He can hurt you. First pitch misses.
1-0.
Hot shot to third. Gathers and throws to first. And that is that. Top of the second. Here's C.J. Abrams to hit.
The shortstop.
Have to say, he's one of the most impressive young players I've seen in recent years.
Well, no question about it. His future is very bright. The city, the organization, both are excited about him. He has a lot to look forward to.
0-2 now as he swings through it. When you think about it, he may be in the league for the next 10 or 15 years. Got him. One gone here. James Wood digging in for the Nationals. That one finds the zone. 0-1.
No balls. 1 strike.
One out, base is empty. Next offering in there for a strike. And it's 0-2. On and miss. Struck him out. And 2 away now.
Batting 6.
Next to hit for the Nats, Dylan Cruz. Right through there for a strike.
This lineup's going to have to find a way to make him work a little harder out there on the mound. I mean, he is just mowing them down. He's settling in. You've got to make him uncomfortable. Maybe step out of the box, call timeout, do whatever it takes.
That misses the zone. Going to count 1 and 2. Got him swinging. And we're back. Bottom of the second. And now it is JT Realmuto. Gore back to work. Just missed. That one is absolutely belted. That's down. One hops off the wall. Throws to second. And that's a leadoff double.
All over that one right there. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. Put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
And now Chipper Jones. Swing and a ball popped up. That one gets down for a hit. Throws to second. Tries to get back and save.
Batting it. The first base.
Buck O'Neil digging in now.
O'Neil.
That one fouled off. Liner caught it second.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Runners on the move. Pitch in for a strike. And the throw out at third. Runner at second, 2 down. Bottom half of inning number 2. Swing and a miss. 0-2.
Well, I know they've gotten out to an early lead, but you don't want to take these opportunities for granted. With 2 outs, still lock in with a quality at bat. Drive in that run. You may not have another runner in scoring position. In the rest of this ball game.
And they take care of Stanton for the out. And that is that. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top half of the 3rd inning. Here's the 3rd baseman, Ildemaro Vargas. And that's in for a strike. Right through there for a strike. Out to short, Jeter. Tosses to first, and 1 away in the top of the 3rd. And now it's Juan Yepez. There's the strike.
Got some cut action to it. Velocity pretty good on that slider. So far, moving the ball around nicely.
And a swing and a miss there.
2 strikes.
Got him swinging. Had him way out front of the slurve.
The catcher.
2 outs, base is empty. And now it's Keibert Ruiz. Pitch misses. Ball 1. Just missed. Two outs, base is empty. To the right side, Biggio. In plenty of time to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. As we go to the last of the third. And now the shortstop, Derek Jeter. And a pitch. And that's outside.
That's the ball.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. Bangs off the wall. Safe at second with a leadoff double.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
And the batter now, Craig Biggio. Center field. Settles underneath it. Makes the catch for the out. 1 away. Now at the plate, Ken Griffey Jr. He's already homered in this game.
Griffey Jr.
In the air out towards right center. Sizing this one up. And makes the grab. Runner tags at second. Now a chance for Lou Brock. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center.
Brock.
And that one is lifted in the air. Sizes this one up. And that is the third out of the inning. As we go to the top of the fourth. And now here's the Nationals leadoff man, number 30.
Young.
As he turns on the rubber. And with that good live arm deliverance.
That's one.
There's a strike.
0-1.
This one popped up. And a foul ball. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. The pitch.
That's the ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Line drive. And that's down. A base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. The ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Kicks and deals. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and hardly order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going.
So up next, Luis Garcia. Grounded out his first time. And ball 1.
When you're taking your lead over there at first, you got to be very careful. This guy on the mound's got a good pickoff move.
And misses inside.
This is a great dynamic right here. Speedy runner at first, thinking about taking second. Catcher with the pop time that leaves Jaws on the floor. This might get interesting, Boog.
The count 2-1. That clips the corner.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Now move to first. And he's back in on a dive. Another throw over. And he's back again. And that's disengagement number 2. Kicks and fires. And a swing and a miss. 2 away. So next will be the 4-hole hitter for the Nationals, C.J. Abrams. Bottom of the zone and a called strike. Abrams, in his second season, 23 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2019. Foul ball, it stays 0-2. The Nationals down by a pair, top half of inning number 4.
That's a ball.
That one off the mark, now 1-2. Swing and a miss, got him to go up the ladder for the K. Bottom of the 4th, and now the big-time power threat at Alberto Mondesi. Pitch. In the air, right field, pretty well struck. And that one is off the top of the wall. Into second easily with a leadoff double.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Anytime you smoke a ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been. But obviously, you have to be happy with that result.
He's trying for third.
Yeehaw.
Strike in there. Throw to third. Save.
0-1.
That wasn't close. Mondesi at third with nobody out. Throw home, he beats it, and they're up by 3.
A couple of hits in a row for him here. It sounded different than most hits coming off the bat. You don't need numbers to tell you the ball was hit extremely hard, but at 115 miles per hour, that's not an exit velocity you see very often. Very impressive.
Next to hit, Chipper Jones, and there's a hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Challenged him with the fastball right in the heart of the zone, and he was clearly ready to jump all over him.
And now the first baseman, Buck O'Neil. Hit in the air, center field. Nabs it. Runner tags at second, and he moves up 90 feet. Runners at the corners now. 1 away. And now it's Giancarlo Stanton.
Right fielder, Giancarlo Stanton.
Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. In comes the run from third to add on. And it's 4-0.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
That's ripped, and this one could be extra bases. They're waving Chipper home. 1 run is in. Another scores. 2 runs in on the play, and it's now a 6-run lead.
Nicely done.
So they turn things over to the righty, Derek Law.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
Man at second with 1 away. Here's the second baseman, Craig Biggio. 1 for 2. And that one hammered back there. Caught just shy of the wall. Runner tags at second, and he moves up to third. Now 2 away. So a man aboard, Ken Griffey Jr. Now at the plate. He's already homered here in this one.
Junior.
Fought off foul. Hit high in the air. There it goes. See ya. Another homer. His second home run of the game. It's 8-0.
Well, he put a really nice swing on that one, and everything was on time. Took a direct path to the ball. Excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
In the air, left field, down the line. Wood on his way over. Makes the play, and it's out number 3. We go to the top of the fifth. Up now for Washington, James Wood.
29. James.
The wind of the pitch.
Well, every pitcher wants run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Next offering is in for a strike. Wood gets his lead at first with nobody out. This one popped up. And it falls. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
2 consecutive base hits for this team. Kind of just punts it out there the other way. Didn't hit it real hard, but he got just enough of it to dunk it behind the infield. And I tell you what, you'll take those every day you can get them.
Lifted in the air down the left side. Brings it in. Here's Juan Yepez. He struck out swinging at his first at bat.
Yepez.
Ball one low. Runners at first and second with one gone. And we're at the top of the fifth. Right through there for a strike. Swings through that one for strike 2.
1 and 2's the count.
Just misses the mark outside the zone. Out towards right center field. Stanton should have this one. Hauls it in, 2 away. So first and second with 2 outs. And it's the catcher for the Nationals, Hebert Ruiz. Swing and a miss at 100 miles an hour. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-2.
0-2.
And down on strikes he goes, and that will end the inning. And we're back. Now it's the DH at Alberto Mondesi. Law back to work. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. And the leadoff man aboard.
The batter. The catcher.
JT Realmuto steps in.
Realmuto.
Mondesi on the move. Pitching for a strike. And that's a stolen base. Not even close. The 0-1. Well struck right field. That's down. One hops off the wall. Runner from second scores as they add on. And they now lead by 9. Not in time. It's a double. And now it's switch hitting third baseman Chipper Jones. Line drive to short and caught.
He put a really good swing on that pitch and hit the ball hard. You know, line drives won't always find a hole, but the more you can hit the ball like that with good exit velo, the better off you're going to be in the long run.
O'Neill in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
1-1.
So now 1-2.
1-2.
Out to short. Abrams tosses to first. Out on a bang-bang play, but he made it close. And here is Giancarlo Stanton.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. Unbelievable! A home run! I don't believe what I just saw. I don't believe what I just saw.
Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
Left-hander out of the bullpen, Jose Ferrer.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
And here is Derek Jeter. That smash towards center. Nice grab on the run. That is the inning. So the Nats lineup turns over. And now the center fielder,
Jacob Young.
The wind of the pitch. In there at the knees. Strike one.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
That's a ball.
That one missed. Misses
Ball.
outside. And the count is 2-2. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. And here is Alex Call.
The right fielder, Alex Call.
Swings and misses. That's strike one.
0-1.
And he takes a strike. The wind of the pitch. Bats and misses. It's a strikeout.
The batter number
2 outs, base is empty. And now up for Washington, Luis Garcia. In the air to left down the line. Slams into the wall and hangs on. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the 6th. Now it's the second baseman, Craig Biggio. And he deals. Right side. Hauls it in for the out. One down. And the batter now, Ken Griffey Jr. And first offering is fouled off. And a pitch. High fly ball down the left field line. And that's a foul ball. One down, base is empty. And there's
That's
a ball. And a 1-2 again. Now this is in the air down the line. And a foul ball.
Well, he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
2-2.
And another ball.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
And here it comes. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
The left fielder, number 20.
The next to hit. 3 flyouts already. He's 0 for 3. First offering misses badly for ball 1. Out there to center. Hauls it in to end the inning. Top of inning number 7. Now it's the shortstop, C.J. Abrams.
C.J. Abrams.
The pitch. That's in there.
This pitcher's done a good job of disrupting the hitter's timing with the mix of pitches and changing speeds. You want to keep that front foot inconsistent for the batter. Their swings are hesitant, and that's exactly what you want on the mound.
Here's the left fielder, James Wood.
Now batting, the left fielder.
You can tell by their swings, this lineup is having trouble gauging speeds. Timing is everything in hitting, and right now they just don't have it.
No balls, one strike.
One down, base is empty. Line drive, come on.
Well, baseball can be cruel, can it? I mean, sometimes it gives and sometimes it takes away. He did everything right on that swing, but he's got nothing to show for it.
Swing and a foul straight back. Right through there for a strike. Comebacker to the mound. Throws to first in time. Nats go down 1-2-3. Set for the last half of the seventh. And now the DH at Alberto Mondesi. The pitch. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Makes the grab, one down. And
now
up to the plate is JT Realmuto.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat. Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Couldn't get any air under it, but he smoked that ball back up the middle. Timing was just perfect.
Realmuto runs. That's in for a strike. Safe at second, and that was not close.
High leg kick hangs in the air, but he read it nicely, and now in scoring position to add on to this lead.
And that one almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Swings and blasts one deep to left center. That's back there. Adios, pelota. That one felt good, and they add a pair. It's 13-0.
That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
One out, base is empty. And here's the first baseman, Buck O'Neil. And a foul ball. Ferrer, 24 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. That one found hard the other way. Lifted in the air, right center field. And there's two away. Two outs, base is empty. Giancarlo Stanton at the plate. Slice down the right side. Foul ball. Two down, nobody on.
One ball, two strikes.
This hitter's been seeing good velocity in the at-bat. It's kind of set up for that changeup. He hasn't seen it yet. Looks just like a fastball out of the hand.
The high heat, too much on that one. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the eighth. Jurickson Profile.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
Brock makes the play, and there's one down. And now here is Juan Yepes.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
A little out front there as he swings through it. Profar, a very difficult guy to get hits off of. It's really rare for teams to string stuff together against him.
He wins every pitch, and for a hitter, sometimes a victory is just fouling off one of his pitches.
Couldn't catch up to the heater. Ruiz at the plate with two away, swings through that one. In the air, center field. Griffey gets under it. He's there. He's got it. And that'll do it. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Mason Thompson.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Derek Jeter getting ready to hit.
Derek Jeter.
And a pitch. And that one in the air center field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And a quick out, number 1. So digging in, Craig Biggio. That one hit to right. Squeezes it. That's out number 2. 2 outs, base is empty. Next to hit, Ken Griffey Jr. Rip to third. On to first. And they go down fast. 3 outs on 3 pitches. We're back. It's the top of the 9th. And there's a new pitcher on the mound. Eric Gagne.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
Number 30 in the box now. No balls and a strike. Fouled back our way, and that's out of play. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th. He's 2 outs away. Alex Call digging in for the Nationals.
1 ball, no strikes.
And the first offering is not close.
Ball.
Wouldn't chase that time. And that's in for a strike. Swing and a miss. And the count is even, 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Headed down the line. Tries to make the play, but it's foul. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Last chance for the Nats in this one. Here's the second baseman, Luis Garcia. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. That one not close. And it's 1-0. Fastball for a strike.
1-1.
And another ball. 2 outs. And a big swing and a miss. The Nats down to their final strike. Swing and a miss, and he got him. And that is the ball game.
Well, the 4th inning proved to be the real turning point. They looked locked in at the plate after that first time through the order where it just seemed that they were off balance a little bit. But once they started really recognizing the pitches, everything started to click.
Final score in this one, 13-0. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
3 hours.
Coors Field at the foot of the Rocky Mountains in Denver, Colorado. MLB The Show brings you Diamond Dynasty Baseball. It's the Bats taking on the Donkeys. We got a couple of all-star teams squaring off. First pitch coming your way next. Ready to go now? And the batter will be the shortstop, Derek Jeter.
Derek Jeter.
The pitch. Swings through that.
0-1's the count.
Jeter watches that pitch, miss the strike zone for a ball. Way high with that one. 2-1. Righty delivers. Breaking ball inside. 3-1. Inside ball 4.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Stepping in, the long ball threat, Craig Biggio. Third baseman playing on the edge of the grass, looking for the sac bunt. That one's in there, and that is strike 1.
It's no surprise they call this batter a day player. He statistically performs better in these games, and he's hoping for a big performance in this one.
And the righty deals. Swing and a miss, 98 on the gun.
He might want to steal second in this spot, but he's dealing with a catcher that has one of the best pop times in the game. He needs to pick his spot very wisely.
And the right-hander deals. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. And the runner stays where he is.
Batting third, the center fielder, number 24.
Here's the center fielder, Ken Griffey Jr. And he pumps it a strike. Woodruff, the tall righty, he features a four-seam fastball, a two-seamer, a changeup, a curve, and he works in a slider. Real Muto hauls it in, and there's 2 away. So here's the cleanup hitter, Lou Brock.
The left fielder, number 20, Lou Brock.
Runner takes off, pitch in for a strike. Real Muto throws, not in time. It's a stolen base. Runner at second, 2 down. Next offering popped in the air, right field. Carroll makes the catch, and that'll do it. Now it's the power speed combo. Torrey Hunter. This guy is an elite level hitter, especially considering contact, just the ability to hit for average. What you really like, though, stays in against those righties, and that's not so easy as a right-handed batter. And a foul ball.
There's some players, for whatever reasons, they seem to just face a slew of right-handed pitchers, and their comfort level increased so much that they'd actually prefer to face that same side thrower in a tough situation.
The right fielder.
This is Corbin Carroll. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Late that time, and it's strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a ball lifted left field. Pulls it down, and there's 2 gone. Adam Dunn digs in now.
The left fielder, Adam Dunn.
Swings through that one out in front that time. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
Well, he looks to have some quality stuff on the hill today. Start this outing out, pepper in the zone, arm is loose, and firing him in there.
Swing and a miss. Had him out front for the strikeout. Second inning set to go. Adalberto Mondesi up to the plate.
Adalberto Mondesi.
Woodruff back to work. And there's a foul ball. Swing and a miss.
Love to see it. Power versus power right there.
And now 1-2.
It's a good take.
Right-hander kicks, deals. Chases the fastball up the ladder, struck him out. JT Realmuto steps in. And it's fouled away. 1 out, bases empty. Right through there for a strike.
Looks like a really good fastball today. You can hear that catcher's mitt pop it. Looking forward to hearing a lot of that one in this one.
Almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Slider got him for strike 3.
The third baseman.
2 outs, bases empty. And now Chipper Jones. He was late there, strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Ball 1 there. 2 outs, bases empty. The 1-1 is fouled off. Swing and a ground ball. Biggio tosses to first, and they get the out on Jones. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Back here in Denver, we head to the bottom of the second, and now it's going to be Prince Fielder. Here comes a pitch. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Way out front for strike 2.
0-2 is the count.
Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Gassed it right by him. Eugenio Suarez up to the plate now. And there's the strike. No score here in the second. And a big swing and a miss.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it. It's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
Swings through it for the K. Fires over to first. And that quickly 2 away. Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
0-1's the count.
7 straight strikes to start the frame. He's got a chance at an immaculate inning.
There's a swing and a miss.
All right, there's number 8, 1 away.
Got him! And how about that? It's an immaculate inning. Back here at Coors Field. Well, here we go. Top of the third, scoreless game. And now the first baseman, Buck O'Neil. The wide to kick the pitch. Broken back ground ball to second. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Safe at first. No play. We'll see how they score this.
Batting nine, the right fielder.
Giancarlo Stanton to the plate now.
Stanton.
He's going.
Runner on the move. Pitch inside. No throw. He's in there safely. O'Neil stands at second with no outs.
2-0.
Runner goes again.
Ball
Pitch
three.
is low to second, and that's not it.
No strike.
And that is cut on and missed. And the count is 3-1.
One strike.
Bunting gets it down to first. Tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. But the go-ahead run comes in to score.
Now batting.
So the batting order turns over.
Derek
Stepping in,
Jeter.
the slugging shortstop, Derek Jeter. Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
He threw that fastball right by him. Gives him a little bit of confidence. But in the back of your mind, you got to think, is he trying to set me up for later in this at-bat?
0-2.
And the pitch. That one just misses, and that's ball one.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. One run across in the frame so far. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Fights it off, he'll see another. Righty to the plate. Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him.
The batter.
Here's some real power at the plate. Craig Biggio struck out swinging his first time. Swing and a high fly ball deep left field. Dunn ranging back. Pulls it in on the warning track. Set for the bottom of the third, and up to the plate is JT Realmuto.
JT Realmuto.
And the right-hander back to work. Got it started a little too early. Strike one.
Well, these guys, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. I'm specifically talking about the first pitch. These guys are swinging more than 80% of the time, which is fine if you're scoring runs, but that hasn't been the case today.
Can't connect on the curveball, struck him out.
Batting it.
Here's the shortstop at the plate. Ozzie Smith. Swing and a miss. That one at 1-0-1. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Well, you got to find a way to catch up to that pitch. Perhaps shorten the swing, eliminate the stride. That one came in hot, but right down the middle, you're saying to yourself, how did I miss that pitch? Got to make a quick adjustment.
Now it's going to be Craig Biggio.
Craig Biggio.
First pitch swinging.
0-1's the count.
Swing and a miss, and 1-0-2 on the radar gun. Got it. And how about that? It's an immaculate inning. And we're back out of the fourth. And now the center fielder, Ken Griffey Jr. The right-hander back to work. Foul ball there.
He's been pitching well, but going through this middle of the order second time through, we'll see what kind of adjustments are being made.
Down to the dirt, swing and a miss.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
Next pitch is outside.
Well, he's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well, so much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not.
The pitch. Hit high in the air. There it goes. See ya. A gigantic blast. And they tack on to their lead. It's 2-0.
Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spit on some other pitches in this at bat. Was very patient, and it paid off.
And next will be the cleanup hitter. Lou Brock flied to right his first time. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Swing and a miss.
No ball.
And it's 0-2. And the pitch. The punch out there. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer.
Now batting.
Next is the DH, a switch hitter, Alberto Mondesi. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball.
These hitters like this that have so much power, look forward to seeing them hit the ball a long way. But if you're in the stands, or you're in a broadcast booth, or you're a writer, better keep your eye on the game.
That's a hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field. And now they've got some speed.
There goes the runner. Pitch misses. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. Here's the pitch. Runner goes again. It's a pitch out. In the air out towards right center. Hunter running hard to get it. He's got it. Runner tagging from third.
Well, he's always capable of losing one over the fence. He might have just missed it right there, but a good job to drive in that run from third.
Jones now at the plate as he swings through strike one. Misses the zone, and he gets him to chase.
0-2.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That ends the frame. Bottom of the inning at the plate. Torrey Hunter.
The center fielder.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
On to O'Neill. Leadoff hitter retired in the fourth. Corbin Carroll swings it now. Good power, and he's homered off some really big names early in his career.
Yeah, Boog, his first home run was against Yu Darvish. He also got to Clayton Kershaw and Max Scherzer shortly after. It's easy to gain confidence when you're having success against the biggest names in the sport.
Strike two.
The hitter early and off balance on that swing. If I'm the pitcher, I'm taking a little bit more off. See if you can get him to chase something in the dirt.
Blew the express right by his bat for strike three.
Now
two outs, base is empty. Now the left fielder, Adam Dunn. His first at bat was a strikeout. That one fouled off. Swing and a miss. And that is strike two.
He's in a great spot right here. Ahead in the count 0-2. All four pitches in play right here, partner.
Not
ball,
close with that one. And the count 1-2. Clobbered to right field, way back, gone. A massive home run. It's 3-1.
When a guy's got a real hard fastball, you can't overswing. All you've got to do is get the bat head to the spot. If you do, he supplies the power, and you'll get to jog around the bases like he did right there.
Base is empty with 2 away. And now Prince Fielder. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
0-1's the count.
Swings and misses. And the count is
No
0-2.
balls, 2 strikes.
Kicks and deals. And he chases that one. Out number 3. Back here in Denver, and here's the first baseman, Buck O'Neil.
Buck O'Neil.
Woodruff back to work. Hard hit left side. Smith over to first in time. And the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th. Now here's Giancarlo Stanton.
The beauty of his skill set as a pitcher is the break in his stuff doesn't go away when he's tired. I mean, his pitches always seem to have life. Just doesn't matter if it's early or late. He doesn't make it easy for the batter.
Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
0-2.
Bounced out to short, and it's through for a hit. So the 1-out hit turns the lineup over.
Just one of those seeing eye base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock.
Jeter stands in now and watches strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Next offering in there for a strike. No balls, 2 strikes. And a pitch. Grounded to third, could be 2. Suarez over to second, and that's 2. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Eugenio Suarez up to hit down. As he turns on the rubber, and with that good live arm delivers. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1. Fought off foul. The 0-2. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Now back, the designated hitter.
Next is the designated hitter, Kyle Schwarber. Struck out swinging his first time. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
So far, this guy's been able to tease the strike zone, gets those swings and misses. Somebody's going to have to shorten up, be a little more patient, and make this guy work in the zone a little more.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Here's the catcher to hit. JT Real Muto went down on strikes his first time through. 0-1.
Oh, he's got to be pretty proud of this outing so far. Sometimes guys cower coming into a ballpark like this, but he's attacked hitters. Pitching on the road like this is very impressive. This has been a treat to watch.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. It's an immaculate inning. So digging in, Craig Biggio.
The second baseman, Craig Biggio.
The wind and the pitch. Very high with that one. And that's
Now
ball one.
Tyler Matzik.
And now the lefty. And that one fouled off. At the belt and fires. Ground ball left side. Suarez throw to first in time. And that's one out as they get the leadoff hitter in the
The
sixth.
center fielder, number
Stepping
24.
in the long ball threat, Ken Griffey
Jr.
Jr. He's already homered in this game. Swing and a miss, strike one.
0-1
Bases empty, one away, and we're the top half of the sixth. Inside, and it hit him.
That ball got him.
Oh, it's a little concerning when a fastball gets away like that. No run
Now
or break to worry
left
about,
fielder.
and he'd still hit him.
Now here is Lou Brock.
I love this part of the game. Does he really want to try and steal second against this?
There goes Junior.
Counts 1-0.
They pitch out.
He's
Throw,
out.
tag, out. A bullet from JT Realmuto. Swing and a base hit, and that extends the inning.
Now batting. The designated
Here's a big
hitter,
power threat at
Adalberto
Alberto Mondesi.
Mondesi.
Runner on the go. Pitch
Nope.
outside.
Outside.
Throw, save. That's a stolen base.
Two balls, no strike.
Kicks and fires. Not
3-0.
even close there. Ball three. Matzik. He's kind of a prototypical bullpen arm in today's game. Electric stuff
3
that
balls,
results
1 strike.
in a ton of strikeouts. In a tough spot like this, that is a big time benefit.
No, as a hitter, when a guy like this comes into the game, you feel like he's standing on top of you, and it's just
Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike three. And now the shortstop,
Leading off
Ozzie
for
Smith.
Cincinnati.
0 for 1. He struck
shortstop,
out swinging last time.
Ozzie Smith.
The wind of the pitch.
I'm impressed by the number of
0-1.
first pitch strikes. He's not afraid of contact. Some guys, they'll nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard.
Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone. A gigantic blast. It's 3-2.
That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to bottle that type of approach.
Craig Biggio will hit next. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. Swing and a miss. Strike one.
You know, this guy's great
0-1's the
speed is
count.
in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about.
Swing and a miss. Looked off balance
No
that
balls,
time.
2 strikes.
The 0-2. And a swing and a miss. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer.
Now batting.
So up
the center
next,
fielder.
Torrey Hunter.
Torrey Hunter.
And that one fouled off.
Pretty frugal guy. He is very efficient with the pitch count in this one.
On the ground, right side, and it goes just foul. One down, base is empty. Swings and misses. Pulled the string on the changeup. So 2 down now, and here is Corbin Carroll.
Carroll.
And now time is called as there's a visit to the mound. Just talking things over, nobody getting loose out in the pen, so a little consultation. Way inside. Left-hand batter waits. Swings through that one for strike 2.
Didn't recognize off speed. Thought it was fastball. A little bit out in front.
And that's down and away. Home team down a run here in the bottom of the 6th. And a swing and a miss. That's the 3rd out. Inning over. Well, one-run game, and now the catcher comes up to him. JT
Real Muto. Now pitching. Serenity. Dominguez.
The pitch. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1. Dominguez, 6'1" righty. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a sinker, and he works in a changeup. Fielder puts it away for the out. And there's one down. Now the third baseman, Chipper Jones.
Chipper Jones.
Right side, and that's just foul. One down, base is empty. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. The pitch. Got it by him for the K.
Now batting, the first baseman.
And now the first baseman, Buck O'Neil. 1 for 2. Swings through that one for strike 1.
He normally does damage on that pitch in that location. Just a swing and a miss there. I don't think you want to throw it again, though.
The sliding play it short. They get the out, and that'll do it. Jurickson Profar gets the call from the pen.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
The pitch. Dunn swings through it for strike 1. Hard ground ball, base knock. And the tying run is on with a leadoff single.
Well, that was an important at-bat in this game, so a great job there stepping up to the challenge. I really like that swing, man. He didn't just push it the other way through the infield. He drove it that way, and it kind of makes me think he was thinking opposite field as he stepped into the box. Got a pitch he liked, and he got it done.
And that one fouled off. And a swing and a miss.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
He fouls it off. We'll do it again. Holding on to a 1-run lead here at the bottom of the 7th. Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat.
Number 7.
So digging in, Eugenio Suarez. Outfield deep here, trying to prevent anything over their heads. And a swing and a miss there.
Good pitch right
0-1
there. Anytime you can get one by a bat of this caliber, especially with runners on, it's got to give you some confidence out there on the mound that you can win this battle.
0-2 is the count.
Pulls the string with the changeup, struck him out. Kyle Schwarber now at the plate. Who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts.
Schwarber.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
Real Muto swings through it for strike 1. And he blows that one by him at 100.
No balls, 2 strikes.
And a swing and a miss. The hat trick. Inning over. That's a crucial missed opportunity. Well, 1-run game. Giancarlo Stanton getting ready to hit.
Giancarlo Stanton.
Dominguez back to work. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
The count.
That one almost got him.
Strike.
Swing and a miss. And it's 1-2.
2 strikes.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. Pulled the string on the changeup. Now Derek Jeter.
Derek Jeter.
That one at triple digits.
0-1.
This ball's chopped on the ground. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th. 2 outs, base is empty. Now the number 2 hitter, Craig Biggio.
Craig Biggio.
Swings through that one.
0-1's the count.
Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
No balls,
Man, this has
2
been
strikes.
a real important inning in relief. I mean, so far, they've been doing a great job holding that deficit at 1.
And that bunted towards third. Throw is low, and he can't pick it.
The center fielder, number 24, Ken Griffey Jr.
Here's the center fielder, Ken Griffey Jr. He's already homered here in this one. Runner on the go. Ball misses.
0-1, no strike.
Real Muto throws, not in time. It's a stolen base. And a foul ball. Man at second. In the air, right side. Carroll hustling after it. Brings it in. And that is that. Now it's the shortstop, Ozzie Smith.
Now, this guy, a player that, if he gets on base, has the ability to really be aggressive getting around the base paths.
Fouled off. He was late. High fly ball out to center field. Griffey gets under it. He's got it. And there's one away.
A little drop and drive on that swing.
Now
Backside collapsing just a little bit, trying to put the ball in the air.
Biggio.
In the air, right center. This is mashed way back and gone. He powers that one out of here. It's 3-3.
It's like he's playing wiffle ball up there, and that's typically not the easiest way to hit a home run. To the slight opposite field, into the gap. Man, making it look easy, that's for sure.
So the lineup flips over. Stepping in, Torrey Hunter.
Yeah.
Big swing and a miss.
0-1.
Fought off foul. 0-2 now.
Three.
Got him. That's the second out. Now it's the right fielder, Corbin Carroll. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. And now time is called as there's a visit to the mound. Just talking things over, nobody getting loose out in the pen, so a little consultation. Foul ball there. And here it comes. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball.
A healthy cut. Tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
Got him swinging. Here's the left fielder, Lou Brock. 1 for 3.
Lou Brock. Now pitching, Michael Wacha.
And a pitch. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Hunter has it sized up. 1 up, 1 down.
Well, such a confidence boost for a reliever to come into the ball game and get the first hitter he faces. Just makes everything slow down a little bit, and then from there can really settle in.
Mondesi swings through it for strike 1.
0-1's the count.
One down, base is empty.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Plays the plate, and he's out. He tried for the inside the Parker, and he couldn't make it. Real Muto, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike 1. Two down, nobody on. That one almost got him.
Strike.
Swing and a miss, and that is that. Eric Gagne gets the ball now, and he has some nasty breaking stuff. Now the left fielder, Adam Dunn.
Well, one swing is a lot easier than getting 2 or 3 hits to win this ball game. You better believe he's going to be all in to hit the ball over the fence somewhere.
Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
0-1's the count.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2. Got him swinging. A huge out to start the bottom of the 9th.
The first baseman,
Prince Fielder digs in now. 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. And a big swing and a miss.
It's a tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and put it in play.
Swings and misses. And it's 0-2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
This guy's got good power. With one swing, he can win it for him. Swing and a miss struck him out. Down 2 away. So up next, Eugenio Suarez. 3 strikeouts already. He's 0 for 3. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it, but he's commanded his fastball, and out of that same tunnel, that splitter comes, and the bottom just falls out of it.
Trying to send this to extra innings. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. That's the third out, and we'll play extra innings in this one. So digging in, Chipper Jones. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. And the right-hander back to work. Runner takes off for third. Throw, tag, out. A bullet from JT Realmuto. Hit high in the air. There it goes. See ya. A towering shot. It's 4-3.
Well, he put a really nice swing on that one, and everything was on time. Took a direct path to the ball. Excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
And here's the first baseman, Buck O'Neil. Swings here and blasts one left field. Banks off the wall. Now he'll turn for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Now batting, the right fielder.
One down. Digging in, Giancarlo Stanton. Out front and foul to the left side. O'Neil leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Swings through that one out in front that time.
0-2.
And they take care of Stanton for the out. Back to the top of the lineup. Now here is Derek Jeter. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
He really committed to that fastball up at the top of the zone. He knows that if he makes a mistake in the zone, it gets hit hard by a power guy like this. That's a nice.
Biggio sends it to first. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. Well, 1-run game for Kyle Schwarber. Now at the plate.
Kyle Schwarber.
Here comes a pitch. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
Well, this situation with the runner on second, you've got to get him up to third. Think back up the middle or to right field.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Gagne picks over Suarez. Back in on a dive.
He's fallen behind in a huge spot, Boob. Got to do what it takes to come through. Maybe choke up on the bat a little bit.
Had him out front for strike 3.
Now batting, catcher.
JT Realmuto will hit next. And there's no doubt that they'll feed off the energy from this crowd, right?
I mean, yeah, I'd say the intensity level has gone up a few notches for sure.
In the dirt. Well done behind the dish. So the tying run at second. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. Got him swinging for the K. Couldn't catch up to the heater. So they're down to their final out. The batter will be the shortstop, Ozzie Smith. Trying to deliver as the hero. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt.
Okay, swing now. He had his mind made up. As soon as that ball left the hand of the pitcher, he was going to swing at it.
Next offering in there for a strike. That's strike 2. This could end it. Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. And that ends the ball game. The tying run left. Baseball fans, and welcome. Diamond Dynasty Baseball coming your way on the show. It's New York taking on Texas. We got a couple of all-star teams squaring off. First pitch coming your way next. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Derek Jeter.
The shortstop, Derek Jeter.
And a pitch. Outside.
That's a ball.
And away we go this afternoon. Late with the swing there.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
One ball, two strikes.
And he deals. Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt. Rodriguez up with it to first. Got him. One away on the strikeout. Here's the second baseman, Craig Biggio. Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone. One out, bases empty. That missed by a lot. And 1-1. Hit high in the air. There it goes. See ya. That was blasted to the moon. It's 1-0.
So impressive. You have to have such a clear and direct path to the baseball on a split finger, that location inside part of the plate. Did a tremendous job of staying inside of it and keeping that ball fair.
Base is empty, 1 away. Now it's the power speed combo. Ken Griffey Jr. And first offering is fouled off. 1 out, base is empty, and a run in, and we're just getting started here in the top of the first. Oh, that one rides up and in. Well, that was a scary one, and he's not too happy about it. Singy, he's having some words down there.
Yep, and as a hitter, you're in a very vulnerable spot standing up there with the ball flying towards you. So regardless of the intent right there, you're not just going to stand by and let that happen without saying something. Now, hopefully they've had their words about it and can move on with the game and this at bat.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 2 away now. 2 outs. Base is empty. Now a chance for Lou Brock. That one lifted to left. Can't get there, and now maybe extra bases. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Waste no time there. Kind of a risky pitch coming inside with the breaking ball like that. You have to bury it. Otherwise, it's not too difficult to get the bat to it.
Oh, now this one gets away at the plate. And on the wild pitch, he goes down to third. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. On the ground right side. The flip. He is safe.
Comes through with the RBI. And now they've got some speed on first. So we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
2 outs, runner at first. Runner takes off. Pitch in for a strike. Throw. Save. Punch too late with the toss. Mondesi at second with 2 down.
He's given up a couple of runs, but the pitch count really not as high as you would think.
Runner goes again. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. Good job at damage control right there. We go to the bottom of the first. And the batter now, Craig Biggio.
The second baseman.
Great speed and great power. A great athlete, quite simply. The pitch. And first offering is fouled off.
When you have a real athletic player and who's able to do the baseball mechanical things really well, look out, because the sky's the limit on that potential.
Left field. Brock settles underneath it. Drops into the glove. And there's 1 down.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Joey Gallo now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. Swing and a miss. 0-2 now.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
Batting third.
Here's Tim Anderson.
Tim Anderson.
Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt.
0-1.
Slice down the right side. 2 outs, base is empty. Waves at the bender for the strikeout. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now here's the switch inning power threat, Chipper Jones. The right-hander back to work. Here's late there, strike one. Eovaldi, he's the kind of starter that a lot of pitching coaches and managers as well really appreciate. Not a guy who's going to get himself into trouble by dancing around, by walking guys. Merrill moving under this one. One away.
Yeah, he throws strikes, and he's got the command, be in the zone, be effective, but just moving the ball around, getting the ball back from the catcher, Boog, and throwing the pitch.
Buck O'Neil now at the plate as he swings through strike one. Swings and misses at the breaking ball in the dirt. It's an interesting thing when you consider limiting walks. Is it more important today because of how many home runs are being hit?
No doubt. Keeping guys off the base paths with the way the swings and the launch angles are today. The emphasis of hitting home runs is so huge. It's never been more important.
Giancarlo Stanton at the plate with two away. Swings through that one. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two. Yeah, I think the other part, though, as well, is it goes both ways, because I think that guys at times are more than willing to get. And a swing and a miss, and it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. And we're back. Stepping in the long ball threat, Jackson Merrill.
Jackson Merrill.
The wide to kick the pitch. And he grounds one to the right side. Biggio sends it to first. That's one out, the bottom of the second. Here's Tyler O'Neill. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads.
O'Neill.
Yeah, he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
0-1.
And strike two.
Great deception with the changeup there, and it's all about arm speed. If that arm speed can look just like the fastball, a lot of times you'll get that hitter to swing and miss.
Some high cheese for strike three.
Batting six.
Next to hit, Hank Aaron.
Aaron.
And first offering is fouled off. 2 outs. And now it's even up. In the air, right field. Stanton on the move. And that is that. On to the third inning. And now the shortstop, Derek Jeter.
Derek Jeter.
Eovaldi back to work. And first offering is fouled off. And the right-hander deals. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Oh, great stop. To second for one. To first, not in time. Great effort there.
Number 24, Ken Griffey Jr.
Well, Roberto Alomar, he didn't just make plays, he created plays. He was a playmaker. This guy out there, I'd say the best to ever play second base defensively.
Here's some real power at the plate. Ken Griffey Jr. He's 0 for 1. Runner on the go in the dirt. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance. Blocked by the catcher, and he steals second base without a throw. That one hammered, but pulled foul. Runner at second here, one gone. Comes up empty. That's strike two.
Well, he looks fresh out there. Just needs to get a little more confidence and remember how good he's been in the past.
And a swing and a miss. Two gone now. So here's the cleanup hitter, Lou Brock. Doubled his first time up. Here's the pitch. Runner on the move. Strike in there. Throw. Save. Punch too late with the toss. Next offering is downstairs. Evaldi, one of the best strikeout pitchers in the game, and that certainly is a benefit to him when he's in a spot like this. Has some trouble with it.
Yeah, if you're going to be in the game in high leverage situations, you've got to be able to get the swing and miss and put hitters away.
A bunt, and it's popped up, and that bunt goes foul. It's a strikeout. As we go to the last of the third. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
The wind of the pitch. Vladdy measures 6 feet 2 inches, 25 years old, and he was born in Canada. Swing and a miss at 100. Miles an hour. The pitch. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
A healthy cut. Tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. It's Aaron Judge now. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
0-1.
And that one is lifted in the air. Biggio makes the grab on the run. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's the power hitting catcher, Pudge Rodriguez. Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton.
0-1's the count.
This one in the air, center field. Griffey gets under it. He makes the grab, and that is that. Start of the fourth. Adalberto Mondesi up to the plate.
Alberto Mondesi now pitching. Jake Diekman.
As the lefty gets to work. And first offering is fouled off. At the belt and fires. A swing and a miss as he chases way out of the zone.
That ball's foul.
And the pitch. Got him looking. Froze him with the heater at the knees.
Now batting.
JT Realmuto steps in. Struck out swinging his first time. Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate.
0-1.
Base is empty, one away. Top half of inning number 4. Swing and a miss as he was
No
late.
balls, 2 strikes.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
Now batting, the third baseman.
2 outs, base is empty. Chipper Jones, the next to hit. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. And look out, as that one ran in and got him.
So, Boog, if you had to take one for the team, where would you want to get hit?
Chris, I think I'd have to say upper hamstring. Runner at first with 2 away. Buck O'Neil digging in now. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. It's interesting he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So tries to get back and save.
And I think that skill set really upgrades the position, because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
Swing and a foul, pushed off to the right, and that will get out of play. What about him playing another position on defense, one that would require a little more range?
Absolutely, and I think if push came to shove where they had to make a move during a game.
He's going.
Chipper on the move.
3.
The high heat, too much on that one. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom 4, standing in is the power hitting second baseman, Craig Biggio. Young back to work.
Hey.
Something I'm noticing. In this one is that these hitters are aggressive early in the count. It makes you wonder if that was talked about in the hitters meeting before this game started.
Swing and a ball popped up. Biggio drifts towards it, and he makes the catch. And a quick out, number 1. Joey Gallo steps to the plate. He was a strikeout victim his first time.
Gallo.
Swings through that one. 0-1. Swings through that.
He doubled up on the off speed there. We talk about the power fastball, but he's working a little differently here.
One down, base is empty. Stays alive. Base and misses. It's a strikeout. And here is Tim Anderson. His first at bat was a strikeout.
Anderson.
Down to the dirt, swing and a miss.
0-1's the count.
Swings through that one.
Threw that fastball right by him,
No ball,
slightly
2 strikes.
elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
Out towards left center. Griffey gets under it. Corrals it. And that ends the inning. Ready now for the 5th inning. Here's a big power threat. Giancarlo Stanton. And a pitch. Swing and a miss.
0-1.
and now maybe extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Loud contact leads to the